members for you. I'm going to bring them out. The first one is Al Iverson, who is our Vice President of Operations for Safeway in the Seattle Division, and we will bring him out now.
Try that a little higher. Well, hey, welcome everybody. You know, obviously we have tight quarters, but as you move into the store, you're going to find it is very spacious and has a lot of room to shop. Anyway, I think I want to start with our old store. The Admiral store, if you recall, sat on this site. That store was built in 1961. It opened on June 7th, 1961. And it served the community for 49 and partially served the community for the last year, as of course we demolished it but kept our pharmacy open and kept our fuel station running. And we were very proud of that store, and I think if you look to when it opened, I'm sure that the Vice President of Retail Operations or the Division President or somebody said, boy, this store is state-of-the-art and it's absolutely the best store in our entire company. Well, I would tell you that they were probably right then, but I'm going to tell you right now that the store that you're going to see and that we're going to open today absolutely is the best store in our company, and for many great reasons. And I'm going to walk you through some of those things today just briefly, and you're going to get a chance to see it shortly. But anyway, one of the reasons, and you're going to see in this store, we put pretty well everything that we would have in any grocery store. Some demographics at some stores were not able to do that. Our Admiral store, with you folks, and the support we have in this community, has allowed us to really put every bell and whistle, and in addition to that, create an atmosphere that is really second to none, and that you just won't find in most grocery stores, of our grocery stores, but of course in none of our competitors. The old Admiral store, when it was built in '61, it met the community's needs. It was a state-of-the-art. It was expanded twice over the years that it was on this site, and in fact remodeled a number of different times. The fact remains that you know, it just came to the point where it didn't meet the needs of the community, and we could no longer add anything else to that without demolishing it and starting new. If you look at this area, we really wanted to create, and of course along with the help of the community council, an area that is really the town center of Admiral. And I think we've achieved that. We've got our store, we've got some secondary retail, we've got some office space on the sides, and we have 78 apartments that will be opening up somewhere around the end of the year that will give people obviously a place to stay that is really close to the grocery store, which everybody wants, right? But I think you're going to find that this is going to be a great gathering spot where you know, you take the kids to school, you'll be able to come and sit down, have a cup of coffee after with your friends, or if you're out for a stroll on a Saturday afternoon and you feel like a little bit of gelato and a cup of coffee, you're going to be able to sit down and enjoy the atmosphere here, either inside or outside the store in our really spectacular seating area. We expect to have a lot of foot traffic. We've got about 1,000 square feet of seating outside, and we could seat a total of 68 people in this store. We're very proud that we achieved LEED Silver status in our building of this store, and that stands for Leadership in Energy and Efficiency Design. It's a designation you get when you really go out of your way to try to be environmentally friendly. And that included the demolition of our old store. When we demolished the old store, in many cases buildings get demolished, it ends up in a landfill site. Our old store, 99% of everything that came out of that old store in that lot was recycled. And our goal was 100%, but I was told that somebody mistakenly took a bin to the landfill instead of to the recycler, otherwise we would be at 100%. Some of the features that we have with this designation are our water permeable parking lot. When you go outside, of course we can't do it on the second floor, because that would be hard on the roof, but out on the main parking lot in front, the water is able to filter right through that parking lot. It doesn't run off and go into the storm drain system and end up in the water system. It'll filter naturally into the ground, into the water table. That's rare. We only have 2 stores in our Seattle area that actually have that type of parking lot. We have lighting that is environmentally friendly that helps to reduce light pollution. We have bicycle parking for a total of 64 bicycle spaces. We got 40 for the store and then another 24 for the secondary retail. So if you like to bike and you want to come shopping, here's the place to do it. We have a board just up front, at the front of the store, if you're looking for your transit schedule, if you're looking for somewhere to go and you don't want to take your car and use alternative transportation, you can get the information you need right there, which we think is great and enhances environmental friendly practices. If you go upstairs, in our parking lot upstairs, we have parking for fuel efficient cars. So does anybody have a Prius here? Okay, well, you've got a parking spot, or a Ford Fusion that's a hybrid, or any other car that is fuel efficient. You're welcome to park in those areas, and they're designated to try and encourage people to come and shop our store. A refrigeration system in this store saves a ton of energy compared to what we used to have in our stores. And the easiest way I can describe this is it saves the equivalent of taking 160 cars off the road, and it's like planting 250 trees every single year that we operate. We're proud of that. Okay, a little bit about our store. As you walk around the store today, you're going to find an expanded Starbucks compared to what we used to have. We've got the big seating area there. We've got couches. We've got a television, a fireplace. So if you're really tired, you can just curl up with your coffee and have a snooze. I see that sometimes at some of our stores. It's got lots of seating area, and we encourage you to use it and use it as a community gathering spot. You'll see we have in our bakery a hearth oven where you can take your bread and get it baked while you shop. And they'll slice it any way you want. You can get it sliced thin on one side and thick on the other side of the loaf so you can please the whole family. If you go to our deli department, we have a sushi bar with sushi made fresh daily in this store. We have a nice olive bar there. We have a gelato bar. As I said, if you like gelato, you can just kick back in the seating area and help yourself to some gelato. In our wine department, we've got a much expanded wine department. If you can recall the old store, we had a wine aisle. And now we have a wine department with fully qualified wine stewards who can help you make your wine choices. We have 72 different individual microbrews if you like beer, and some people do. We have a great expanded selection of that. When you walk by our pharmacy, take a look in. We've expanded our pharmacy. We're out of the trailer. You notice the trailer's gone, but and our pharmacists are happy about that too. But we have a expanded seating area, and it's in a quiet area. It's behind glass, so while you're waiting for your prescription, you can sit down, take a quiet moment, and if you want to get an inoculation, you can get your inoculations done in, we have a designated room for that now, a procedure room, where you can get your flu shots, your Zostavax shots for shingles, or if you're traveling, you want to get your travel shots. You can all do that in the privacy of that room. So we encourage you to look at it and use it, and come and see our pharmacists if you haven't seen them for a while. We've got service meat and seafood, which is great. We have an expanded organic selection in our produce department. You'll see that we have about 124 fresh organic items in the produce department. In the store, all included with the organic grocery items, we have over 500 in the store, which is really second to none. As you can see right here, we have this wonderful floral department with our florists. We'll be here day and night to help you out and take your orders and build it as you like it at great value. We have our gift card mall and many other features in this store. I could talk to you about them all day, but I want you to come in and see them. So I would encourage myself to get going here. I'm very proud of this store. Anyway, just some other things that we do as a company that you may not be aware of. We recycle cardboard. We recycle, just in the Seattle division alone, over 52 million pounds of cardboard annually. We recycle about 14 million pounds of produce scraps bakeries, things that we can't donate to food banks, as well as floral scraps and things. 14 million pounds of that annually. Plastic, you return your plastic bags if you shop, or the plastic that wraps things. Over 2 million pounds annually we recycle. And just wood scraps and things like that, it's about 400,000 pounds, and over 1 million pounds of meat scraps and old oil and things. All of those things are diverted from the landfill sites, and we're proud that we can help the environment as much as we can. Just want to say some thank yous to some people that were responsible, and there's many, I can't name them all by name, but it takes a lot of people to put a job like this together. And I guess we'll first start with our construction company, SD Deacon. Is there somebody here from Deacon? All right, they're working, they're still trying to get final touches done. Steve Ryan, our construction project manager, who has not slept a lot lately, but has done a fantastic job. Thank you, Steve. We've got Sarah Osborne, who really started out, she's got a fan club too. She started out in our real estate department and worked on getting this whole project together with the community council. And she is now our public relations manager. So thank you so much, Sarah. We have Bob Holloway and his team from our reset crew to set the whole store up. We have a bunch of merchandisers and marketing people that do a fantastic job. They work tirelessly to put this all together. So you can see it at its absolutely best. I want to thank you guys. All the employees from other stores who have helped us to put this together. Scott Schmadeke, Steve Nielsen, Mike Clutter. Thank you guys, you did a fantastic job. And then Kurt and Edith, who we're going to introduce just shortly, our new store manager in the store. Kurt's not kind of a new store manager, he's managed in this area before. But these guys have all worked tirelessly, and we appreciate that. And I think most of all, I want to thank you, our customers, our loyal customers, for your patience while we were closed. And we want to just really welcome you back and thank you for being such a great community that we can be proud to support. Give yourself a round of applause. So, right now, I would like to introduce a person who is really key in helping us get all of this together and get this store designed to the site that you see today and to the standard that you see today. And this individual, I asked him, we were doing a tour, and I said, did this store turn out as you imagined it? I know, because it's really difficult to see a plan and imagine it how it turned out. And he said, yeah, it turned out pretty well right on the money, which is nice to see when you have a vision and it turns out that way. But this person, he was the former president of the Admiral Community Council. He helped draft the neighborhood design guidelines for Admiral. Last year, he won Volunteer of the Year award for West Seattle. In his spare time, he takes weekly organized walks in different parts of Seattle, and he takes the bus to the UW for every women's basketball game. And so I'm proud to introduce right now Dennis Ross, community member. Please give him a round.
I'd like to take a minute to congratulate and commend Safeway for vigorously and aggressively pursuing our neighborhood plan. What you see here today fulfills the vision that a lot of us had that worked on the neighborhood plan in the late 90s. They've created a pedestrian corridor, friendly pedestrian corridor that connects the library and the park on 42nd Street. And improve the walkability and ambience along California Avenue, and protects the ambience and the privacy of the park on Lander Street. So, and what you see here today at this site kind of fulfills the vision that we all had. There were about 200 people that participated in that drafting of that neighborhood plan. This concludes the vision that we had for this site. This site is an important element of our community. It connects the elementary school, the business district, and the park and the high school, all in one unit. So, and Safeway worked very hard to respect that vision, and like Mr. Iverson said, it turned out pretty much the way we all thought it should. Thank you.
I got to know Dennis very, very well in the 3 years it took to get this permit. He's a vocal resident, so I know how he felt about everything. Our next speaker we're so happy to have here, and I think you probably know him well, it's Council Member Rasmussen, and he is the chair of the Transportation Committee, so we know he's a particularly busy man right now, so we really thank him for being here. And he is also an Alki resident, so I know that this project was near and dear to his heart, and he is happy to be here.
Thank you very much. She's right, I live nearby, and so I drive by this site every day, and I've seen the progress occur over the last several years, and I'm really amazed at how quickly they've been able to pull it together during the last few days, because the last time I saw it, it looked like they had a long ways to go. But I simply want to thank Safeway on behalf of the Seattle City Council for all of the work that they have done with the neighborhood to help the neighborhood realize its goals and its vision for this community. We are trying to create a greater sense of village and a more walkable community. And I met with the representatives of Safeway, I think about 3 years ago, just to make sure that they were in close cooperation and communication with the neighborhood, and you heard from Dennis, and thank you very much, Dennis, for your work on behalf of the community, that they're satisfied that Safeway has really been the good neighbor that they claim to be in their many hats. So thank you for being a great neighbor to the community, as well as also for your environmental stewardship and your award of the Silver Lead designation as well. So I know that people are eager to get in and look around the store. I am as well. I just arrived myself. So rather than holding us up any longer, I just want to say thanks again to Safeway for being a good neighbor.
I like to see everybody packed in here, but I certainly like to see everybody shopping instead. So I'll make mine very brief. We're going to have some of our department managers, including the several department managers coming back from the original store, some who've worked here as long as 35 plus years, pass out some. They're going to pass out some Admiral Safeway bags to all of you. They're free. They are 100% from recycled material and recyclable. And I'm going to ask Kurt Baxter, our store manager, to come up and say a few words and tell his story to you. And then we're going to cut this ribbon and you're all going to get shopping.
All right, well, welcome to the new Admiral Safeway. I'm a lifelong West Seattle resident, born and raised in West Seattle. I was the manager at this store for 5 years previous, and I know all of you guys are very excited to come in here and check this place out. And I know all myself and all my fellow co-workers are all very excited about serving you guys, and we're pumped for this day. So we're not going to hold it up any longer. So welcome to the new Admiral Safeway.
All right, how about a countdown? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on.